by Daylight for a little bit. Some 2v8 until the PTB is live, and I gotta figure that part out right now that we're talking about that. Let me just take a look. I just gotta look. Need 1 second here, because let me look. Okay. Alright, so it is going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Because, yeah. Okay, so 11 a.m. Give me a second. Hey, what's up? Sorry, I'm just looking at the PTB here for a moment. Sorry, I'm just looking at the details of the PTB for a quick second here. So everybody got it wrong. Everybody said that it was gonna be. I don't know if you're familiar with the Oni. But everybody said it was going to be the Oni's dad who was going to be the new survivor, but it's actually, it has to do with the trickster. It has nothing to do with the Oni. It has to do with the trickster, the new survivor. So, not quite the same. They kept saying that it was going to have to do with the, whoops. They said it was... Yeah, so it has something to do with the trickster. I don't know what the relationship is with this person, but it falls in the trickster's universe, not the Oni's, like everybody said before. I knew this, and I could tell when they first gave us a preview of, you know, the comeback thing. When I was watching that trailer, I was like, this has to do with the trickster. This has nothing to do with the Oni. I could tell by the colors, I could tell by all of the little hints about the music, because remember, the trickster is a musician, right? So, and as soon as I saw that, I was like, this is trickster. Whoever this survivor is has to do with the trickster. I knew this as soon as I saw the opening part of the trailer. Everybody's like, no, it's the Oni. It has to do with the Oni. I'm like, nah.
I will savor this.
Has nothing to do with the Oni. Good guess, though, I guess. I guess it would be a pretty good guess, but... I'm going to show you something real quick, and as to how I knew this was the trickster thing. I'm not going to play a 1v4, I'm just going to show you something. Okay, this is his original outfit, okay? You see this? See the colors? Yellow, purple. You see these colors? If you look at the comeback thing, like if you watch the trailer and you look at the colors, they match his outfit pretty much. Yeah, so they pretty much match the trailer colors. That's the trickster's colors, basically, because this is his basic outfit. That's how I knew right away it was trickster. Alright, sounds good. So this is the trickster's original outfit. And then you put 2 and 2 together with the trailer colors, and it was pretty easy to figure out before they even said anything. Whoops, what is this? I'm going to be... So, yeah. So it was pretty easy to figure out. They haven't released any patch notes yet, though, that I've seen, so I have no idea what his perks are going to be like. Hopefully it's not more gen perks. Oh my god, they better not do more gen perks. See, the thing that I noticed about... Yeah, March 3rd, yep. So it was extended till March 3rd. But they, as far as the perks go, I don't know yet, but I'm hoping they have nothing to do with generator progression, not regression, but progression, because they don't need any more perks to speed up gens. You know what I mean? They've got enough. They've got enough things that they can use to speed gens up as it is. I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, that's the new survivor I'm talking about. That's the new survivor I'm talking about. He's Korean. And it has to do with the trickster, the survivor. I don't know if his brother, I don't know who it is. I think it might be a relative, maybe not, maybe a friend. I don't know. Well, I'm going to be streaming for about an hour and a half, and then I'm going to switch over to the PTB. and I'll be streaming the PTB. Yeah, so I'll start streaming the PTB shortly when it's available. It won't be right at 11 because I have to. So when they release the PTB on Steam, there is usually a little wait, a couple minutes after 11. Okay, so it'll be like, I would say probably like 20 after 11 maybe I might be able to start playing it, because you have to download it again. Every time you have to download it, which is stupid. I don't know why they just don't give you an update and build off of what's already there. But so that has to happen, and then after you download it, Steam has to verify it, which takes a little bit. Yeah, and so that's what takes so long, right? So the download is pretty quick. The download is probably the fastest thing about it. It's the verifying all the files that Steam has to do when you download something that takes time. I don't know why it does, but because I have a pretty fast PC. Well, my laptop is really fast. The RAM is really fast. And so is the CPU. But every time I download something off of Steam, the download's really fast. It's the verifying part that takes forever, and I don't know why that is. I think it has to do with theirs. To be honest, I think it has to do with their end, not us. And I know a lot of people said they want console to have PTB, and I know this from experience of playing other games. The reason why there is no PTB for console players is because Sony has a certification process that has to happen whenever you have a test server. Okay, so whenever you have a file, they have to verify it, and they have to certify it. And that takes a week. That takes a week to certify. Yeah. It takes a week to certify it. So basically, if they started a PTB today with PC and console, like if they allowed console to have it, console players would have to wait a week before they could start testing. Right? And then if they make any changes to that file, so let's say Behavior decides to put an update out during the PTB to update the PTB. If that happens, Sony has to do another week of certification. It's going to take another week to certify that. And that is why we don't have PTBs for console, because they don't want to wait multiple weeks to start a PTB on a different thing when they could just put it on PC, because PC has a very big audience anyways, and just not have to worry about that. I know I went through this on another game, and that's why they stopped doing their test server for consoles, because it didn't make sense, right? PC could have it done in 3 or 4 days, and it would take like 2 to 3 weeks for console to complete. And they didn't want to do that, right? They want to get the update out, tested, put it back, and then officially put it out. If Sony didn't have this certification process, then it would be fine, right? No big deal. But unfortunately, I think Microsoft has the same thing. Consoles in general have that same problem. They have certification processes that have to happen with each update. I don't know why it takes a week, but it does. When I played The Division, this game was called The Division, the very first one. They brought out a public test server for console, and they never did it again after that, because every time they updated the file, it had to be recertified. So they said, screw it. We're going to do it this once, and that's it. Because they didn't want to wait, like, you know, a month to bring an update out. Because that's basically what would happen when all said and done. Sorry about that, I just gotta set this up. I guess I better set this up for now. Let me just do this. I'm gonna finish setting it up. And we've been searching, so it's not like we're not doing any searching. Ouch. I know. I would start this 50 messages thing. Yeah, so we're just waiting for a match. It won't take long because I've already been waiting, so I'll probably find something pretty soon. Yeah, I think it also depends on like who I get matched up with. There was when was that? I think it was about 4 days ago, maybe. Yeah, about four. I think it was about 4 days ago. Um, I got matched up with a. What was it again? It wasn't a nemesis. I think it was a huntress, maybe. Yeah, huntress. And she didn't do anything but spin the whole match in place. She stayed where she was. I could see her aura from across the map. She never moved once, and she just kept spinning the whole round. So it was me versus 8 survivors, which was really sad, actually. I managed to kill almost one of them, right? Because when it's 1v8, it's really hard to get survivors when people are like flashlighting you like crazy. When there's multiple, when you're getting ganged, like people are ganging up on you, because they realize the other killer's not there. And then at the end of the match, when the exit gates are opened, this person decides to start moving. You know how frustrating that is. You know how frustrating that is when it's 1v8 because the person you got matched up with is not moving. That happened to me that same day. It happened twice in one day. I had I think it was a wraith. The first time was the wraith. The second time was a huntress. Hopefully I don't have that same issue when I get matched up with somebody. It could happen, but there's always a chance. And the other thing that I've been experiencing on the PTB, the other thing I've been experiencing in 2v8 is people quitting before the match loads. In which case, what happens is you lose your, like, basically you have to start over again because your queue gets all messed up. So it thinks that you played a killer game when you didn't. So what ends up happening is you have to go back to your queuing up again. That's happened to me, well, I don't know how many times now. But it ruins the game too, right? Because everybody gets kicked out. But it still acknowledges that the game tried to load, so you lose your place in the queue. So when you restart, you don't get like a DC penalty though because you didn't do anything wrong. But I'm not worried. I'll find a match probably any second now anyways. Anybody on? No, just this guy. I wonder. Maybe I'll come play 2v8. And I could have somebody that's not a rando. Whoops. Do this real quick. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I didn't do that. Okay, well maybe I should. I guess he doesn't want to play. Or he's playing 1v4, who knows. Oh shit. Where's my fucking phone? God damn it, I forgot to... Ugh! I gotta fix that problem right now. Can you... I forgot to correct a message. I forgot to send a message to something, and it just sent me a message saying you're late, and I was like, oh yeah, had to explain it. Fixed. I don't even know what I got matched up with because I wasn't looking up. I don't know what my partner is, like which killer they're using. There we go. Oh, Spirit, okay.
Just getting started.
Oh, you little... Get that generator. Somebody on that? Oh, you toxic little piece of shit. She's getting it.
You disappoint
Sucker.
me. Is that the best you got?
This spirit is not helpful whatsoever.
I'll see you dead.
Oh, look, there's nobody at this generator. I bet you I'm gonna get blinded. You just stop going for the same person. That's the problem with the spirit. It's just going for the same person I'm going for.
I tired of wasting
She's
my
dead.
time with you.
Oh, there's a speed burst. I don't know why she's so cocky, but... Oh my god. Better stop being cocky, I know that much. There we go.
Your feeble attempts only delay.
You little bitch, come here. Oh, you're cocky, are you?
You will not live to see the dawn.
Oh, you little... Oh, you little bastard. Stay on her, stay on her, stay on her, stay on her. Get the other one. I don't know where the other one is. She better not have lost him. Why'd you pick him up? Why did you pick him up? don't know why these killers like to pick the last person up. It's just like, why are you doing? Just kill the person. Come on. Seriously. I guarantee you there was 1, 2, 3 people on PlayStation. If they could see my name and actually message me, I guarantee you I would have got messages there. Not because of the way I was playing either, just because we won. That's how they are. Alright, so...
What do we have here?
Let me set this to see how long this is going to take, because it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good lately. Oops, that's not the one. It's been pretty good lately as far as like it'll say like 17 or 18 minutes to find a match, but it could be any time from the moment you start queuing up to whatever the time says, whatever the estimate time says. And I've been pretty lucky lately. Sometimes it's only 5 minutes and I find a match. That estimated time does not mean you're going to wait 20 minutes or whatever. But I'm gonna grab something real quick here. Alright, sorry about that. Just had to make sure the garage door was shut all the way because it's really cold this morning. The joys of power door openers. So the middle bay in my thing here has it's power. So it opens, you press the button, it opens the door. But when it shuts, it doesn't close down on the ground all the way. So after it shuts, I have to go up to the door, grab it, and just pull it down a little bit so that it goes all the way down. They're designed that way. But by me doing that, it means that it's sealed completely across the ground, which means most of the cold that was coming in will not be coming in anymore. It'll still be cold in there, but like half the cold that was getting in won't be getting in anymore. Oh, because it leaves like a little gap of, it leaves like a little opening, like it's so tiny, but it's enough that lots of air can get through. Once you push it down all the way, that stops happening. It's also good when it rains, because the rain will get underneath because there's that gap. But when you push it down all the way, the water doesn't get in. He's still sitting in the lobby doing nothing. So he's obviously not at his thing. That's gotta be the truest statement I've ever heard. This person's talking about tunneling, camping, and slugging. And he's basically saying he's a survivor main. And he says most people, and it's true, because I've seen their perks at the end of the game, most people don't... If you go into a game with the mindset of you're probably going to get tunneled, you're probably going to get slugged and camped. This is 1v4. If you go into every game with that mindset and you put the perks on, the tools that the game provides you with, the ones that are for that very purpose. And I'm telling you, most people don't use them, like made for this and we're going to live forever. Great combination. Great combination. How many people do I see using that? Not very many. But that's a tunneling thing right there. That's an anti-tunneling combination for two people. But they don't utilize it. Most survivors don't utilize those items. There's some that know what they're doing. But a lot of the games that I've played, at the end game when I look at their perks, it's rare to see somebody using that. You'll see Decisive Strike and stuff like that. That's also good for that. Decisive Strike is actually perfect for that. But they've nerfed Decisive Strike. I think I don't quote me on this, but I think you can only use it once. You used to be able to use it like every time you got hooked, right? I think they made it so you can only use it once, though. It's Chunky. I call Chucky Chunky. Chucky's pretty cool. PTB, I will be streaming the PTB shortly. I'll have to like when I do that, I'm gonna have to stop the stream because I have to set up my stream differently. I have my device that I have to connect so that I can do that. I'm getting a new capture card for my birthday, so because I asked for it. And I know this is going to happen 100%. So, it'll replace my aging one that still works. I have one that's 12 years old that still works really good actually for its age. It's going to be replaced by a brand new one shortly. What are we at for date? 24th, so like 5 days. 5 more days and I will have that new card. It's going to be a huge step up from what I'm about to use. But considering the age of this capture card that I have, not the one that I'm using right now, because this is the PlayStation I'm going through right now to stream. I actually have a USB capture card so that I can do the same thing. But I like using OBS. Because if the game crashes, and this is one of the big reasons why I like it, if a game crashes, I don't lose my stream. So if I'm on PlayStation, because I am, if my game crashes and I'm using the system's ability to stream games, if the game crashes, then the stream crashes, right? Doing it the way I'm about to do it, if the game crashes, the stream will stay active and it will not crash because it's separate. It's not using the system's software anymore. It's going to be exciting because this PTB is going to be huge because it's got a lot of stuff that they're going to be dumping onto us. It's not just the new map, it's a new survivor, there's a bunch of fixes, there's a bunch of other things. It's going to be a massive update. Obviously the update's not going to be as huge as update number 10, right? Because I think, yeah, we're going to 9.5 soon. And then I think the anniversary event, they're going to bump it to update 10, which is going to be massive. So I'm not trying to rush it, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do for the anniversary as far as what killer it's going to be. A lot of people suspect it could be Jason because it is the 10th anniversary. It is a very major event. And we lost Michael Myers because the game they've got a game coming out. That's why. It's not because they were misbehaving. You know, it's not like they were misbehaving and they pulled the license. No, They pulled the license because they need the license to make the new game. Which looks pretty cool, but I have some very bad feelings about that game. I think it's going to be great when it comes out, but Gun does not have a good reputation when it comes to asymmetrical horror games, as we've seen. So it's going to be interesting to see how long that lasts. Ilphonic is pretty decent. They have a bunch of asymmetrical horror games, or not horror games, but asymmetrical games out there. They're pretty good at keeping things alive and stretching them out as far as they can, because look at Ghostbusters. That's still running. That's been out for a while. It's still running. But Gun, the other company that's working with them, Gun Media, I think it is, they made Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm pretty sure that game's dead now. It's not dead, like, you know, you can't play it anymore, but, like, I don't think very many people play it anymore, like they used to. Meaning they just... These companies, they get these big games, and they make them good, but they just don't keep up with them. They don't support them like they should. They don't bring out content that they should. And then what happens is the game just flops. And it's unfortunate because the game was actually pretty decent. Just like Evil Dead the game. Evil Dead the game was amazing when they actually supported it. Then they decided to stop bringing content to it for some weird reason. Just suddenly on their social media thing, they just said, oh, we're gonna, you know, we've decided that we're not gonna make any more content for this game and enjoy playing it. Basically, we're abandoning the game. Saber Interactive is, they're famous for that. Leaving the game broken and then just moving on to another project. That game had so much potential that never got utilized, and it's a shame. It's too bad another company wouldn't come and take it over and bring it back. It's happened before in many games. There's been many games where another company comes in and says, "Hey, we'll take the rights to that game and we'll do it," and they do, and it's very successful. But I don't think anybody's going to swoop in and take that game over. Unfortunately. It was a good game, but too many game-breaking bugs that they didn't fix. So, you can't just leave bugs like that in the game and expect people to inspect your, you know, like your fan base to just be okay with that.
Stop running from the dolls, will you?
Oh my god, I can't believe that I didn't get her. Did you see how it like glitched me into a different area? Yeah, you're not worth chasing. You're gonna get it, you little whore. You're gonna fucking get it, you little whore. If this Death Slinger would help out, that'd be great. You're not worth it. Skank.
Got something for you, pisshead.
We need to give him the longer. Oh my god. This is a fucking terrible map. Like, terrible map. And another hit. That should have been another hit. That was perfectly... Oh, you know what? Oh, you fucking toxic bitch. You fucking toxic bitch. I am done with these fucking toxic bitches in this game. Just sitting there waiting for you to come. What are they doing in this game? Sit there waiting at pallets or doing this shit.
Over your freaking head.
I guarantee it's the fucking stable, because that's all these stable cunts do. Is they're toxic bitches. Oh my god. Oh my. Wow. This running along the edge shit, get going faster shit, they need to fix. Thank you. I don't know what this Death Slinger is doing. I've seen him down somebody, but like, I'm not sure exactly what he's doing. Oh, you fucking bitch. Asshole. Tired of your shit. If they don't soon do something about these gens, I will be playing a lot of 1v4 when 2v8 comes out. Because I am done with the gens going like they have been. It seems like every iteration it's getting worse. Probably trapped it. There's too many pallets too. They need to get rid of a lot of it. Look at this shit. 2 pallets. Oh my god, you... Get out of my way. Oh, you little bitches. Oh my god. Oh, whatever, you fucking cheating cocksuckers. You're not getting out, you little bitch.
Come on.
Yeah, you're not blinding me, you fuck. You're not leaving. I don't know, with this Death Slinger dude. Oh my god. I probably could have done a better job with him. Why would you put... In my opinion, when you do this and you go like this and you hit somebody, it should be an instant down, just like the hillbilly. Just like Myers. Look at he's not even remote. He needs to shoot that person. Injure him so I can get him.
Just die!
Wow, this Death Slinger was terrible. Oh no. Where is he? He keeps doing that to me. Wow. That Death Slinger better, like... Wait, was there 2 people dead? Did 2 people die? Yep. 2 people got killed at the end. That's hilarious. Because they were too far into the trial. One was trying to stop the other one from getting killed, but... Yeah, that Death Slinger, oh boy. I don't even want to talk about that match. I was watching his play. I mean, I wasn't doing much better, but at least I was hitting people somewhat. I was watching him hit nothing but air most of the time. Damn. I think the biggest thing that's bugging me right now in this game is the fact that you're getting right on top of somebody pretty much, and you're doing your attack right on top of them, and it's... I don't know what to say, like it's not acknowledging it or something, I don't know, like... I can go back and rewind stuff and look on a couple of those hits that should have been downs, or at least a hit. I'm telling you, my knife is going right through the survivor. But it's not, like half the time it's not acknowledging it. This is something that I've noticed in 2v8. I don't really notice this in 1v4. It's 2v8 I've noticed this in a lot. You'll be attacking somebody right on top of them pretty much, and you can see your knife going through them, and you're like, that's why you hear me say, you know, WTF. Because I'm like, that should be a hit. It's, you know? But yeah. I can play one game, maybe if you're ready in 15 minutes, and then I'll be loading the PTB up to see what that's all about. Which is going to require me to restart the stream soon. I'm just trying to figure out who I want to be. Weskins. Let me see if there is any, I don't think the update is out yet for the PTB, but I can certainly look and see if the patch notes are there. Usually they don't release the patch notes until the PTB is actually official. Sometimes they release it just before. Well, what would really be nice right now, though, is if they would let us at least download it and get it started, but I think that's only for big... I think only the really big streamers get access to that, which is kind of silly. Yeah, there's nothing yet. I just want to see if there's an ability to download it at least. Where is it? Properties, there we go. They've done something to this. Yeah, so they've updated this to usually there was a drop down menu and you could pick which version you wanted to play on Steam, but they've changed it. I don't know what they've done. You have to wait till 11. They won't release it till 11 anyways. Like the update won't be released till 11. So then you got to download it, and then it's got to verify it, which takes the verifying process takes longer than the actual download. By the time you download it and verify it, unless you have a code to download it early, which, you know, some big streamers have that ability because they usually get the codes to do so. But they have to wait until 11 to play it, because they're not allowed to. That's why you see them have it so fast, right? They start streaming right at 11 because they've already got the download, which I think is silly. Everybody, in my opinion, everybody should wait equally. But yeah, anyways, it will get released at 11, and then you have to download it, and then yeah, you have to wait. And then once that happens, once it's ready to go, you hop on. Next time there's a PTB, I think they might let us test Tubiator again. And if there was going to be another PTB, it would probably be in probably near the end of April. Do 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 do. So we'll play this killer match, and then by the time the killer match is over, I shall see what's going on with this. It should be pretty much time to play a PTB. But there's no killer this time, if anybody's wondering. It's just a survivor and a new map. And there's a bunch of other things that they're doing as well. There's some fixes and stuff and some other stuff. So they're updating the way okay, so they're updating perks as well, and not what you think. Everybody's thinking, oh well, they're updating perks, what are they doing? They're just updating the cards of the perks, so they're more straight to the point basically. So they explain things a lot better. Yeah. So if it does this and this, that's all it's going to say. It's not going to go into, like, all this stuff that's on the card now is going to get removed. They're trying to simplify it, I guess. I don't know. I didn't have any problems with the card. The only problem I had with some of the descriptions and things is the add-ons. So for example, I use the Knight, and if you read the banner, the add-on for the Knight, it's the iridescent one, the company banner, it says that it's supposed to block all vault locations. It's actually plural. It says locations. All vault locations are blocked when you go through them. But that's not the case, because when you go through a window and then go through a pallet, the window is blocked, but the pallet doesn't seem to block as well. It's supposed to, according to the description. That's the whole point of it, right? What's that? Oh, sorry, I can't see that. I wasn't in chat. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. I can't see that chat right now because it was down. People are crying about Legion's glass button not working with Spirit Fury no more. I'm sorry, I don't use that cheese build. No, I'm talking about the Knight. There's a description. There's a description that's not right. One of his add-ons, it's screwed up. It doesn't match what the description says. I just realized this not long ago that the description is wrong. So what it says is when you run a guard through vault locations, and it literally says that, it doesn't say windows only. It says all vault locations. They get blocked. But I did a test, and I ran my guard through a dropped pallet and a window, and the window got blocked, but the pallet did not. Now, according to the description, that's supposed to happen as well, but it doesn't. Button. I only use Legion when the only time I use Legion is when I want to just mess around and piss people off. Other than that, I usually use Chucky, the Knight, Wesker. I pretty much use all the killers. Oh, I love that add-on. I love that add-on when I use Legion. The reason why I don't use Spirit Fury, so I don't use that build. I just like using that ability because I can just jump over a pallet and smash it. It instantly breaks. Do you know how many survivors I've smashed coming off that pallet because it breaks instantly? Oh my god, it's not even funny. It's a great add-on. I could see survivors crying about the fact that the pallet breaks right behind you when you jump over it, but I think it's hilarious, to be honest. You want to drop pallets, I'll break them. In 1v4, it's not so easy to get them back, right? You can use Rick's ability and get a half pallet back, but it's not the same. Once those pallets are broken in 1v4, it's all over but the crying. So if you have a teammate that continuously keeps dropping pallets like non-stop, yeah, I'm going to capitalize on that. And then what's going to happen is when other people try to loop the killer, there's no pallets left because they're all broke, or pretty much all broke, because they go into an area that somebody already wasted all the pallets, and then they're screwed. Especially against Wesker. Once you have an area that's completely decimated of pallets and you're going against a Wesker, you might as well just stand there and say goodnight. Because when I use Wesker, I use his lab photo, so I literally don't. It just takes me like not even a half a second to break a pallet with him. It's like instantaneously, pretty much. I don't have to jump over, I just have to smack and it breaks. Same thing with walls. I love the lab photo with him. I use that and the one that allows his second volt to go 50% longer. Or sorry, his bound 50% longer. That way I can catch up to people really quick. It's almost like having a third bound, but you don't. Because your second bound is really long because it's 50% extended. I think that's the golden egg or something, I think it's called. Got the gold egg. It's one of his things. I like it, I think it's cool. I should be finding a match any second now anyways. Because I've already been waiting. So I know it's gonna come. Now the next question is, what map is it gonna give me? And they didn't give it to him in this, right? But they did give him a third bound, so I'm okay with that. If they gave, I think if they gave Wesker a third bound in 1v4, I think he would be too strong. As a joke, we keep joking about this, but a couple of friends have been saying, "Hey, when's 3v12 coming out?" I'm like, I don't know about that, but there we go. We get stars, Wesker. Play the. So yeah, I'm gonna play this match. It should be any second now that I find a match. I know because I've been here long enough. Play this match. Download the PTB because you have to download it every time. Wait for that to get verified, which usually doesn't take very long, and then I'll have to set up this a different way because I have to use my capture card. And then I'll fire up the PTB and we'll see what that's all about. We'll see what we're looking at. There's probably going to be no killer gameplay in the next stream that I do in the next 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. But there will be a new survivor and a new map, which can't wait to see. But there was other things that they were also doing as well. I think there was a bunch of fixes that they had applied as well. We'll see what it's all about. The new map looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if that new map is going to be exclusively different than all the other ones, meaning like it's a separate queue for that. I don't know that yet. Or if it's going to be a part of the rotation, I don't know. I'm thinking they're probably going to have it like separate from the normal queue. It's probably going to be separated. The only thing I don't like about the PTB is at the end game chat is usually pretty toxic. Because there actually is an end game chat. Like I'm on console, so we don't have that on console, which is good. I don't want it. But when you play killer on PC, if you don't have that chat window closed and it's open by default and you finish a match, you're probably going to get super toxic people talking really bad things and saying really bad things to you in that chat. The last time we did the PTB, I was mesmerized at how nasty people were when they lost. Or if they won. Either way. Win or lose, they're, I don't know, I think it's equally the same. People can't just say GG's and, move on. They have to, just be nasty about things, whether they win or lose. Don't understand. I'm assuming mental health issues, probably the case, 100%. Who knows? Or maybe they're just like that. Yeah. Oh, I know. And this game is really bad for it. I had to hide my name again because I thought I could give it the benefit of the doubt and come back and be like, I can show my name again and, it's all good. But the very first game I played when I showed my name, oh, wow. Somebody told me I should go kill myself in the in a message, which I dealt with, trust me. I did. I sent that right to PlayStation. There's no place for that shit. I have no mercy for that crap. That's just something you don't say to people. You should never say that to somebody over a damn video game. Because you lost. Because you lost. That person did get dealt with because Sony sent me a message saying that the appropriate action was taken against them, which is good. Don't send me messages like that. Nobody deserves those messages. That doesn't matter if they were being a dick or not. I wasn't being a dick, but the point is, I was just doing my job as a killer. I was killing people, right? I wasn't tunneling anybody. Not that you can't tunnel people because it's not a bannable offense, but I wasn't. The point was, they just lost fair and square, and they didn't like it. So, they messaged me. Which, as soon as you start messaging somebody, that is a problem. That's kind of funny, actually. That was kind of funny. What if he doesn't have a sister, though? Right? What if he doesn't have a sister? What if he has a brother? I guess the point is, you should never send messages to people. It's terrible. I just don't understand why people just can't move on and be like, okay, cool, you know. You get pissy when you lose. Everybody does. I mean, I get pissy, but I mean, I get over it too, really quick. I move on to the next match, and away we go. All's forgotten. But when you send me a message telling me to kill myself, or likewise, then we have a problem, and you will be dealt with. There's just fine lines you don't cross. And once you cross them, well, don't be surprised with the outcome. But I don't know what possesses people to say that kind of thing to people when they play a game and they lose. It sucks to lose, but inevitably you're gonna lose or you're gonna win. Like you win and you lose. This generation, they haven't learned that yet. But don't worry, we'll teach them. We'll teach them. They will learn. And they will like it. They won't have a choice.
Too bad you won't make it much further. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Dude, hit the generators. You gotta hit the generators, my friend. You can't just leave them.
Expected more from your feelings only actually think you can defeat me?
Do. Oh. Hold on. Oh, hello. You will not live to see the dawn. Oh, hold on. Okay, I just thought somebody was there. Did you just try to fucking... Did you just try to blind me, bitch? I know you didn't just try to do that to me.
I'll see you dead.
I think she might be the first time hooked. Yeah, I still got him, buddy. And you, my friend, are in trouble. She obviously found a thing because she should be dead. She's obviously found one of those green things to take hook states away. See, I'm not a fan of the hook state thing being taken away. Oh, you little bitch. Oh, I scared him. Oh, you little bitch, you know. Dustin, don't make this harder than it needs to be. Fucking die, bitch. You're not good. You will not live to see the dawn. He didn't say it. He will soon. He's dead. Oh, you know what? Bad idea for you, buddy.
Is that all you have?
Oh, you're still alive? You're gonna get it.
You disappoint me. Is that the best you've got?
You will not live to see the dawn.
I'm tired of wasting my time.
Well, that one works too. What just happened there? Like, what just happened there? Somehow she got free from my grab? Like, I don't think so. What was that? I don't know. Did you hear that? Over here. Nice little 8K there. Yeah. All right. You know what time it is? Let me start downloading it first. Well, I might be able to play one more match because I got to download it. It's got to get certified, or you know what I mean. It's got to get verified. So I'm just loading it. I'm just loading the. Where is it? Library. There it is. Right, Dead by Daylight. Public test server, there it is. We are downloading it right now. So, yeah, he was a good player. If you want to play one game, we can play one game. I think we should be able to play one game before PTB. Yeah, it's only 1% downloaded right now. It's a big update. It's a new map and stuff, right? So it's going to be a big update. We're talking like probably 50 gigs. The biggest mistake that I ever made, so when I bought my laptop 2 years ago, I was looking at this really nice laptop. It had red, like the color of the keys were red, like when it glowed. You know, like the light. Like mine has a white light underneath the keys, so you can see them at nighttime. This one, with the one I was looking at originally, was red. So it was like a red light on the keys. It looked really cool in the dark. And it was an AMD Ryzen. I think it was a Ryzen. I think it was a Ryzen. Yeah, it was a Ryzen 7 or a 9. I can't remember. It was really good, and it was the same price as the one I have right now. I don't know why I listened to this person, because I know better. But I decided to go with the one I have right now because he's like, oh yeah, you know, made it sound really good. And then shortly after having it, I noticed that it didn't have an Ethernet port. I didn't even look at that part. Right? It doesn't have one. Doesn't have one. I'm used to having laptops that have that, so I can plug right in. So, lesson learned: listen to yourself, not the person trying to sell it to you. Because I would have had a much better laptop had I went with the other one. This one has a stronger CPU. I think it's a Ryzen, or Ryzen. It's a Core i9. So it's got like, I think 12 cores or something like that. It's pretty fucking fast. And I think they run at like 4 gigahertz each. But when they're in power, when they're in what do you call that? Power saving mode, they if they're not being used, they reduce themselves down to 1.8. But obviously I'd be using it, so they'll all be using their full potential. But I don't know, for gaming, I've always been an AMD guy. I find their CPUs are so much better for gaming. I mean, now it's not... So let me explain this. Try to explain this. So back in the day when I used to build my own PCs, I like Asus motherboards. They make really good motherboards. They do. And so anyways, we built both. Intel was more for other things back in the day, right? They would go with try to explain this thing. So for gaming, the L2 cache is what you want. You want lots of L2 cache. Intel always focused on L3 cache, which is for other things. AMD always had the upper hand on them because they always focused on the L2 cache, which is for gaming and stuff. Then Intel decided many years later that they were going to do the same thing. But then AMD switched from L2 to L3. I don't know why the fuck they did that, but they did. For a while. I think they're back to that now again, because they realize that, I don't know, AMD just seems to know how to make their CPUs better when it comes to gaming. They always have. So if you threw both things in front of me, I would pick the AMD every time. Especially the Ryzen series. Like a Ryzen 9 would be fucking great. I would probably go for their higher end CPUs if I was going to go with their CPUs. I'd probably go with a Threadripper. They usually have insane amounts of cache on them and stuff. Like, it's just overkill. And then graphics cards. I would not go with a Radeon. I know they're good. I would go with an NVIDIA, because let me explain that. So a long time ago, there used to be this company called 3DFX. And they made really good graphics cards. Really good graphics card. Unfortunately, they made a really good graphics card. I think it was a Voodoo 5, if I'm correct on this. And they kind of borrowed some stuff that they didn't have permission to. So NVIDIA sued them, won, liquidated them, took their technology, mashed it together with their own, and became a super graphics card. That's how NVIDIA got way better than they used to be a long time ago, was 3DFX helped that process. They made a bad move, and they weren't big enough to fight the court battle. So NVIDIA basically took their shit and said thanks for coming out. It's almost done. Oh, I'm in the verifying process right now. Holy shit, I downloaded that really quick. Sometimes I forget how fast my friggin' internet speed is. I looked over a second ago, it was only at 1%, it's at 90% right now. Holy crap, that's moving fast. We might not even be able to play this match. Because it's almost ready. It's at 95% now. And it's verifying. It's past the download stage. And it's ready. Alright. I really want to check this out, so what are we going to do here? I have to switch the way I stream. I'm going to have to use OBS for this. Because otherwise you're not going to get to see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to fire it up right now. I just want to read the patch notes while we're waiting. I mean, if you don't want to see the PTB, that's up to you, but I really want to see it. But I just want to see the patch notes first, because it's going to be a lot of patch notes. The patch notes are going to be big. See, this is what I'm used to. Is you know, like when the PTB comes out, it's 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern, right? When they release a killer, they've screwed this up. So when they used to release a killer, it used to be 11 o'clock a.m. and they stopped doing the 11 a.m. release of killers. They moved it to noon hour instead, which kind of pisses me off. Let me read these patch notes. Sorry, that's the other Dead by Daylight running right now. 9.5.0. I'm gonna stop the search. I just want to read these patch notes real quick. There's a lot of people logging in right now, so it's taking a minute. It's normal. Every time PTB comes out, this happens. What? What's up, Koala? Yeah. So, NVIDIA has some Titan graphics cards that they have. They're ridiculous, especially if you put two of them together. Just one of them would be probably powerful enough to run anything, but two of them is insane. They cost a lot of money for each one of those. I can't remember what the cost of those is again, but it's really expensive. Oh, here we go. Patch notes, here we go. Update chapter 39. What do we got? New map, Trickster's Delusion. That's the new realm. New survivor, Quan Young. New survivor perks, flow state. Whenever a generator is completed, earn 1 token up to 5. For each token, you bless and cleanse totems 10% faster, you heal 10% faster, you unhook survivors 10% faster. Perk number 2, a place for us. While healing another survivor, you both gain elusive. Whenever you finish healing the obsession, they gain elusive for 30 seconds. When the trial starts, you are less likely to be... Okay, who cares about that one? That sucks. 5 moves ahead. While you're in the killer's terror radius or chased by the killer, you see the auras of the 5 closest pallets and windows. You drop 50% faster when you drop a pallet. Cooldown 20 seconds. They're kind of lame, actually. They're not that great. Killer update. The Trickster got his update. Now he gets style points. Main event can now only be activated once reaching the highest style rank. So you can't use main event anymore unless you get to the highest style rank. Which, if you're good enough with the Trickster, won't take you long. But if you're not that good with the Trickster, you know, like people that just want to use them, that's the Huntress, by the way. Sorry about that. I don't know why she's making that noise, but she really needs to stop because I'm trying to read these notes. The base kit, the Trickster's movement speed decreased to 4.4 was, so he's not a 4.6 anymore. He's not a 4.6 anymore. So the Trickster has been reduced to 4.4. Sorry, I'm reading the patch notes. I'm going to exit the patch notes a minute here and see what I can do. I need to get rid of the... Where is it? I just got to get rid of the noisy... What the hell? How do I have... Wait, what the fuck? How did I... Okay, that's better now. Let me go back to that. Go to the patch notes again, sorry. Where was I? Trickster's only 4.4 now. He was reduced to 4.4 from 4.6. Blade count decreased to 36, was 44. Decreased terror radius to 24, was 32. Decreased time to enter throw state. Oh no. Decreased base throw speed to 3.68. It was just slightly reduced. After 8 consecutive blade throws, throw state movement speed is decreased to 3.53. After 16 consecutive blade throws, it's decreased to 3.16. They've really done some shit to him. Okay, he's got some stuff that his add-ons got reworked. Let's see. Memento Blades displays a reticle while aiming the blades. Trick Pouch increases maximum carried blades by 4. Start the trial with 4 extra blades. Killing Part. Increase time before style ranks from D to A to K by 20%. Decreases showstoppers cooldown after main event by 10%. Increases the duration of main event by 33%, so they reworked it from 60. Wow, that's a big nerf. If anything, I think this is a nerf. Lucky Blade. On every 8th blade hit, an additional bonus is assigned at random. Increases laceration by 100%. Gain 3% haste for 3 seconds. Gain an additional style point. Tequila. Moonrock, which used to be the other. Yeah, they got rid of it, it looks like. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, they got rid of his 60% increased, yeah, no, yeah. Oh, hold on. Nope, they redid it. Increases the duration of main event by 100%. The photo card is the new one to use. It's iridescent. It's one of his new iridescents. So instead of 60%, it's going to be increased by 40%. If you're using this add-on, he's going to have 100% increased duration for main event. Holy crap. What are you going on about? Let me do this. Do this. Get back there. Yeah, me too. I don't... So there is some good things. I'm gonna fire it up in a minute anyways, but there is some good things about it. And there is, unfortunately, some bad things too. So basically he was a 4.6. What is Wesker? I think Wesker's a 4.6 as well. Yeah, he's 4.6. So basically with the Trickster they've knocked him down to 4.4. I don't know why, but alright, I will be right back. I'm just gonna what's this? Hold on. Yeah, whatever. I will be right back. I'm just gonna fire up the stream. I'm gonna load up the PTB so you guys can see. There's a lot of stuff they did to the. There's a lot of stuff that they did to the Trickster. Like, there's a lot.